I want to know. It's between me and you.
Tell him now.
I messed for Neil. That was it. I didn't mess.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Bbnaija and this is Frankly Speaking with Glory. This is the girl with a T. First off, I just want to quickly apologize for not uploading the day 10, I think, of the Bbnaija lockdown highlights on Friday. Guys, last week was crazy. I had schoolwork, lots and lots of work to do with school, and I'm also sorry for not having my YouTube live stream on Saturday, guys. I promise to make it all up to you guys. Let's get into the video before I blab too much. Today on the Bbnaija lockdown highlights was all about the day 36 and day 37. So as of Thursday, which was the last time I uploaded an update on the highlights, it was day 29 and day 30. So I do not know what days they showed on Friday because I did not watch the show. As I said, I was busy, and then I was wondering why they skipped all the way to day 36 and day 37. But regardless, guys, this particular day 36 was the day that Ozo emerged the head of house for the second time, and to the expectation of everybody in the house, he did not choose Dorathy again. Instead, he chose Nengi. The interesting part about this is, guys, as at this time, Ozo and Nengi, they had kind of become an item in the house. Dorathy was now pretty much close to Praise and Lucy. Ozo and Nengi, they were cooking together, they were eating together, they were more like an item in the house, and that was not like the only ship that was uninterruptedly sailing in the house. Nengi was no longer flirting with other guys in the house as she was doing in the first and second week. Now she was kind of more closer to Ozo, and I also had a feeling as at that time that she was being very respectful of the fact that, hey, this guy could have chosen any other person, especially Dorathy, you know. So I feel like as at that time she tried to give Ozo as much regard as possible, and so she kind of remained, in quotes, faithful and loyal to whatever both of them had in the house. So they were eating together, they were cooking together, they were doing stuff together. And another interesting thing about Ozo's emerging the head of house for that week was him and Nengi choosing V and New as their guests. Remember, guys, Big Brother the previous week had tweaked the rules a bit, you know, saying that if anybody emerged the head of house, then they had the liberty to invite one person. The deputy also had the liberty to invite another person as guests to the house. And guys, in case you have forgotten, this was about the same time that Erica had also, I think she had also gotten 2 strikes because of some weird reason. I noticed that she was very, very calm, extremely calm from the highlights that we were watching. I think that also gave me that idea that this was about the same time that she had gotten 2 strikes. Guys, remember, this was a time when Big Brother went for his vacation and left the household affairs under the care of Kidwire, and before Biggie would return, Kidwire has scattered everything. He and Erica, they are smashed in the house a million times. A lot of crazy things. Tolani Baju was busy chasing after Prince, and it was about the same time that Tolani Baju was deputy to Kidwire, as at that time was not sleeping in the head of house lounge. It was actually Erica that was actually spending the night there. And even on the particular day that Tolani Baju spent the night there, she did not sleep on the same bed with Kidwire. Rather, she slept on the couch or on the floor, yes, with Kidwire. So it was a very, very messed up situation that week. That was one of the worst weeks of leadership in the house. It was completely crazy. That was the week that Erica spent the night in the head of house lounge with Kidwire, and they did their own smashing and stuff, and then they gave Biggie the middle finger like that, and Big Brother came back and was very, very upset. So guys, aside that, another interesting that happened was, it was the same week that Wathoni and Brighto had already become an item. Now remember, guys, Dorathy was trying to check if Brighto was still interested in her, but then she realized that the guy is more of a laid-back person and would rather the female chased after him, and that wasn't her own style. You know, she said it to Lekona, that wasn't her own style. She wasn't the sort of person that would be chasing the guy around in the house, which is more of what Wathoni was doing. Wathoni was basically sleeping on Brighto's bed, always in Brighto's face, you know. According to V and Tolani Baj's advice to Wathoni, she was securing her territory. She was manning the gate to Brighto's heart, if there was ever a heart, because that guy was acting so heartless, you know, like he didn't even give a damn about whatever sort of attention Wathoni was throwing his way. And that was about the same time that Wathoni was also upset with Dorathy, that they had a conversation, you know, about Dorathy testing if Brighto was interested in her, and then Wathoni felt like Dorathy spent the night in Brighto's bed, not knowing that Dorathy actually left the bed in the middle of the night without even spending the night there. This was the same week that Big Brother got upset that the housemates had, you know, lost their wager. They had broken a lot of rules in the house, and they were just eating and eating and eating, and they decided to give them a punishment by not providing them with hot water in the house. That was why you see the housemates whispering into their microphones and begging Big Brother to please give them hot water, that they will be good and whatnot. This was the same week that Big Brother gave them the task, you know, for them to do a painting and, you know, talk about the hero in their lives. Guys, this is one of those tasks that I will never forget on this particular Big Brother Naija season 5. This was the task that some people decided to overhype and over-exaggerate. I'm talking about people like Prince. They overdid it. They gave so much emphasis on how their father was their hero, and they overstretched it, guys. And I felt like, why are you overstretching this conversation? You just want people to actually see that, okay, you're feeling or getting in your feelings and you're crying. Guys, it was really, really crazy, and I'm not gonna lie to you, a lot of people actually faked their emotions. And funny enough, Biggie actually addressed it during the diary session later on in the week, I think after their presentation on the Thursday of that week. Now, this was the same week that Ozo and Nengi spent their first night together in the head of house lounge, and that was the night that Nengi built a wall of Jericho in between herself and Ozo. And guys, when I saw that thing that day, I was just like, okay, what is this about? Very obvious that Nengi was kind of attracted to Ozo, and she was probably afraid of her own self, because she probably knew that, oh, if she got too close to Ozo on the bed, they might probably get really, really touchy, or probably do something funny or crazy. Because later on that night, Nengi could not even sleep, you know, because I remember watching those two people that particular day or that particular night, and I saw that even whilst Ozo was sleeping, Nengi was sat on the bed and she was looking behind her, you know, staring at Ozo whilst Ozo was sleeping. I'm like, okay, well done. Well done. The same week that the housemates also had the Indomie task, where they had to prepare Indomie according to their own style and also showcase their culture, you know, according to wherever they came from in Nigeria or any part of the world. And guys, it was quite interesting seeing the housemates dressed in their cultural attires, and something really funny happens that day. So Biggie shared the housemates into different teams, and they were each supposed to taste each other's food and score each other. Guys, Biggie played the fast one on the housemates. So each person, they just went ahead to score each other. Some people scored the other person very, very low. At the end of the day, after the competition, Big Brother switched the scores. So the housemates all won 4 million naira in total. And then after divided, each team won about 570,000 or thereabout. So what Big Brother did was, if you scored somebody 7 and the person scored you 10, then the 10 belongs to you. Or yeah, the 7 belongs to you and the 10 belongs to that person. Something like that. Biggie just switched the scores. At the end of the day, a lot of people that decided to be very, very mean, that scored their partner very, very low, they got the lower part of the share of that money. Guys, that day I laughed to my heart's feel, because it just goes to show you that this life is a pot of beans. There's nothing in this life. Like, why would you want to be so selfish as to score your partner so low so that you will now get all the scores? At the end of the day, the table turned sharply, and guys, it was just very, very funny that day. And also, guys, this was the same day that the housemates decided to go crazy and showcase their talent to the fullest, you know, as after they finished their Indomie task and they were waiting for Big Brother to release their results, and then everybody decided to act their drama. It was very, very crazy. It was funny. It was fun to watch. It was pretty much exciting. Anyways, guys, these were basically the crazy things that actually happened on today's episode of the Big Brother Naija lockdown highlights. If you noticed any other thing that I did not mention on this video, please go ahead and let me know in the comment section below, and I promise I will definitely respond to all of you. A lot of you have also been complaining that, Glory, you're not responding to my comments. Guys, I will do a video to explain how last week was crazy and hectic for me. I told you guys I was back at school, but thankfully I'm done now, so I have time now to respond to everybody's comments. So that said, look forward to my video, guys, where I explain how and why I did not respond to comments and all whatnot. I'll see you guys on another episode of Frankly Speaking with Glory. Have an amazing night's rest. Bye.